Here now, I'm joined by international best-selling author Peter James. Peter's also the past owner of Vintage Planes and was due at the air show this weekend. Peter, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Mike.
Maybe not in these circumstances, but it's always nice to see you.
No, it's immensely sad, I think, for obviously the victims, the pilot. And I always think with these, whenever there's a death, it's not just the people who've died, it's the impact on their families.
Of course, yeah.
That will ripple for the rest of their lives too. There's always all the loved ones, the relatives, the friends. It's something that I've just seen there's been an upgrade to possibly 20 people died. Mm-hmm. The actual number of people affected by that for the rest of their lives will be probably 10 times that.
What about the dangers of flying vintage aircraft? You had a bomber. Was it World War II bomber or before that?
Yeah, it was a Mitchell B-25 World War II bomber. And I mean, the dangers with anything old is mechanical failure, as we know. Mechanical. I race vintage, historic cars, and a sister car of mine last year at Goodwood. Something in the steering broke, and the guy rolled at 120 miles an hour. I mean, luckily he was okay. So there's always, with anything old, the risk of something unexpected breaking it. And I don't know, we don't know what caused the accident here, but when we bought the Mitchell, it was being used for crop dusting in California, and I used to make, back in the 70s, TV commercials, and we had the contract to make the first Jumbo commercial and the first Concorde commercial. And we bought this plane to film Concorde because it was fast enough to keep up with Concorde's what they call stalling speed. And it had an unobstructed rear gun turret. And we took the head of British Airways advertising up in it in California, and the right-hand propeller sheared off and literally ripped through the roof, missing his head by about 2 inches. So I'm aware there are always dangers.
Yeah.